Hey everybody, Anna K. Morris here, and I just wanted to share something that I do with my clients as a coach. That is something I don't see, I've never really had, and it's one of my absolute favorite things about my profession. And that's putting in client notes. So I know it sounds really dumb, and if you're a doctor right now watching this, you're like, oh my gosh, charts, all of that stuff. Hear me out. I've been in the life coaching world for 16 plus years. And I can think of on one hand how many times I have worked with a coach and gotten notes and a recording of our session or any kind of follow-up. Like, not a lot. In fact, I can only think of one person that's ever done that with me. And I've worked with, I would say hundreds maybe. I'm not sure if it's been that many, but a lot of coaches. And I'm in the coaching world and I have a lot of coaching friends. So something that I look back and I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. I'm putting in client notes right now in my car outside of the Social Security office. Not because I can't do it at home, I totally can. I have a sitter, like there's no reason for me to not go home. However, when I first started my career, actually not in life coaching, but when I was a pharmaceutical sales rep. If you've been a pharmaceutical sales rep, you're done outside sales, you know what I'm talking about. We had to see, I think it was 10 doctors a day, and then we would have to put in the notes. And I never wanted to do it. I never wanted to like take the time to put in the notes, except here's the thing that I know now as a 44-year-old life coach with 23 years of experience versus when I was 21 years old doing that job, is that it really helps me to integrate and to be thoughtful and to be mindful and to give my clients a recap of everything that we talked about and things that have popped up in my head since we talked, right? I do it within 24 hours. I always do coaching notes within 24 hours of the session. And I also have all of our sessions are recorded, never shared, but always recorded with my clients. Because here's the thing, it's so great to look back and be able to reflect on like, oh yeah, all of those things happened, or like all the progress people have made. Like, people have made amazing progress working with me and working with other people too. I'm not just saying that about myself, but it's so fun to take a look back and be like, holy smokes, I left a marriage that didn't work for me. I left a relationship that didn't work for me. I started a new career. I started a new business. Oh my gosh, I just went and traveled abroad by myself for the first time, alone, right? I know I said by myself, but like, it's a big deal. Or I started a family, or I bought a horse, or whatever it is. And so something that I just want to share, if you want to work with me, I take a lot of time outside of our sessions to do these notes, to make specific book recommendations, specific podcast recommendations for where I know you're tracking and what you're gonna need in order to grow. And because I've been at this for almost 2 decades, I forget how much I know. And it's so much fun to look back into those recesses and like, I'm recommending a book right now that I didn't even think about in our session with a client. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so good for her right now. And also something else that you might not know if you are looking at coaching is that I have a private WhatsApp with all of my clients, so that when things are happening real time in your life between our sessions, whether you're getting derailed and need a little bit of help in order to get back on track, or if you're so excited about something and want to share, like, hello, of course you want to share with your coach, of course you want to share with me, I am here for you. So I work with my client, which is why I only work with 10 clients at a time. I don't have bandwidth to do more than that well. So I'm really, really mindful about how much I give to my clients and how much I'm accessible, because it feels really good for me to celebrate. I like to think of myself like Ted Lasso, but without the mustache. or the funny accent, but I do love his accent anyway. And yeah, so if you're interested in coaching with me, if you've worked with coaches before, but you've never gotten notes and that sounds really exciting to you, or you want to be able to access your coach on WhatsApp real time, I have been working with clients for 3 months, and I'm actually shifting gears to work with people for 6 months, because all of my 3-monthers go on to 6 months. So I'm just gonna call it what it is. I work with you long-term to radically change your life so that it's in alignment with what you truly, truly want. And that takes time to figure out, and it takes time to get rid of the things that don't serve you and put in the new things that do serve you. And what I know is that when you give yourself the time and the space, it goes so much faster. So just a side note, and I know this is it's longer than I planned, but it always is. My sitter's at my house for 20 more minutes. I've started putting in a nap every day, every single day. It's my favorite time with my 2-year-old. Like, there's nothing better. And I have cuddle time with Jack where we watch a show. And we also have, besides cuddle time, we also have color time. So like, I put in those things first in my schedule. And after that comes my work. And I know, like, it took me a while. I'm even getting choked up because I just started doing it. But I can't run around drained, and neither can you. And that's my favorite part of helping people, is recognizing when it's too much and how to back off of that, right? Like, I'm working with somebody right now who's building a business, and I'm like, okay, great. And like, let's make sure that like you're not suffocating that business and putting too much pressure on it, and that it's still fun and that you're curious about it, right? So anyway, if you're interested in coaching, send me a message, or even if you're not, like, I love you so much and thank you for watching. You can always email me, hello@annakmorris.com, and I will see you next time. Bye.